look at my daughter full makeup, singing She's in Love with an emo girl on TikTok, and I didn't have no say, no approval. Hey, what do you think? Do you think this would be cool or not? You know what I mean? And I'm the one that made them cool.
She's 12 years old. She's 12. Walking around with a corset, the shortest mini skirt that you could have, and bright blue hair.
Okay, y'all. Kanye and Kim K are at it again, beefing over their parenting styles. And this time, Kanye is actually threatening to take legal action against Kim. So here's what's going on. Some photos of North West recently went viral, showing her dressed completely inappropriately for her age. And let's just say people are losing it online. Fans are dragging Kim left and right, and Kanye is saying Kim needs to stop this or he'll send his lawyers after her. But it's not just about some outfit. There's way more drama behind the scenes. Kanye is now also coming for Kris Jenner, and he claims Kim and Kris have a sinister plan for North. And according to him, the reason they're letting her dress like this is because they're literally advertising her as a product. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here, so let's just jump right into it. So Kim Kardashian is catching absolute hell online after people saw what she let 12-year-old North wear in Rome. North popped out with long blue hair, a full face of makeup like she was headed to a club, a tiny mini skirt, a corset top, and some big clunky black boots. And fans did not hold back. They're dragging Kim left and right, calling her disturbing, gross, and accusing her of treating her daughter like an accessory. A bunch of people are saying she's so desperate to be the cool mom that she's forgetting the whole parenting part. And others are even bringing up that whole Balenciaga scandal and accusing Kim of basically selling North. And then you also have a lot of people saying that Kanye was right. Someone commented, she took her Balenciaga collab seriously, and she wonders why Kanye kicked off about North's exposure to stuff online. He was right, even if he did it the wrong way. On the flip side, some fans are saying Kanye may be right about this, but he's definitely the wrong messenger, considering how he objectifies women all the time, including his wife Bianca. And let's not forget this absolute circus. Kanye thought it was a great idea for North to collab with none other than Diddy, the man who was literally caught on camera putting his hands on a woman. Back in March, Kanye shared a new song called Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine, and he wrote in the caption, new song by Puff Daddy featuring his son King Combs, my daughter North West, and new Yeezy artist from Chicago, Jasmine Williams. The song starts with a phone call between Kanye and Diddy, where Diddy is out here thanking Kanye for taking care of his kids while he's locked up. The whole thing already feels messy and exploitative, but throwing North in the middle of that is sickening. Fans were side-eyeing the hell out of his song and questioning why a child is being positioned next to a man with a long record of disturbing behavior towards women. Now, as for Kim, she actually tried to shut the whole thing down, and she texted Kanye telling him he couldn't just throw North on a track with Diddy without her sign-off because Kim legally owns the trademark for North West, meaning technically Kanye can't use their daughter's name, image, or vocals in a commercial project without Kim's approval. Kim wrote, I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her. One person has to trademark. But Kanye clapped back saying, amend it or I'm going to war. And neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You're going to have to kill me. And that's the thing. It seems North has two parents who are so self-obsessed that they can't put North's well-being first. Kim wasn't mad about that song because Diddy was on it. I mean, the Jenners were regular guests at Diddy's parties. She's mad because she wants to be the only one making money off of North's name. Meanwhile, Kanye claims he wants to protect his daughter's innocence, but he constantly degrades women and publicly defends predators. So yeah, with these two parents, poor North never really stood a chance at anything close to a normal childhood. But here's where it gets even messier. So you already know Kanye was not gonna stay silent on these new photos of North in a corset and a miniskirt. But this time, he's not just ranting online, he's threatening to take legal action against Kim. A source told Globe magazine that Kanye thinks his 12-year-old daughter is way too young to be parading around like this, and he warned Kim that this needs to stop or he'll raise hell with the lawyers. The insider said he hates being out of control and unable to exert his influence. He's ranting and raving about this, saying Kim's crossed the line and he's not going to stand for it. But here's the thing, Kanye is now saying that it's not just Kim who's pushing North to dress like this, it's her momager, Kris Jenner. And according to Kanye, Kris has a sinister plan to turn North into another Kim, even if that means Playboy shoots and leaked tapes. Also, remember a few months back when Kanye disrespected Beyonce and Jay's twins, calling them all types of offensive names? Well, during that same rant, he directly accused the Kardashians of trafficking. Kanye went off after seeing that North was featured on a song with English artist FKA Twigs, and he wrote, "Kim Kardashian is an ex-trafficker. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all grown. I would have expected more from Twigs. It's F all you ninjas. My soul is black. And watch y'all don't believe me and just say I'm crazy." And now Kanye is also going off on Kris Jenner and claiming that this is all part of her plan to sell North and Chicago to the industry. Now, say what you will about Kanye, but he's definitely got a point about Kris. I mean, this is a woman who literally watched her own daughter's private tapes so she could pick the one that would sell for the most money. And according to Ray J, it was Kris's idea to make a third tape.
Got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, it called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, "Hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do." But you watched it and made a decision, and then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
Now let that sink in. A mother literally telling her daughter to go make another private tape, then sitting down to watch it like she's the corn producer. Also, she could flip it into a profit machine? That's not parenting. That's another word that starts with P. So is it really shocking that Kim is already laying the same blueprint with her own daughters and turning them into extensions of the Kardashian brand before they even get a chance to be kids? Oh, let's not forget how Kris also pushed both Kim and Kylie to pose for Playboy. And get this, even after Kim said she was uncomfortable with showing too much skin, Kris convinced her to do a second shoot and show even more. And this is exactly why Kanye said he's worried about his daughters spending too much time around Kris. Sources close to Kanye are now saying that he's convinced Kris is preparing to run the same playbook on North and Chicago, and her plan is to turn them into the next Kim and Kylie. Remember, Kanye already tried to put his foot down when Kim let North use TikTok. He went on rants saying he didn't want his daughter dancing around on the internet for millions of strangers, but Kim brushed him off like he was just being controlling. But if Kanye is right, this isn't just about TikTok videos. This is about Kris slowly pulling North and Chicago into the Kardashian Jenner money machine, setting them up as the next generation of family cash cows. And the receipts are starting to pile up. Remember, back in June 2020, right before Kim filed for divorce, Kanye called out Kris over Kim's Playboy shoot and wrote, "I put my life on the line for my children that North's mother would never sell her ex tape." And then in another post, Kanye wrote, "I put my life on my God that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy, and that's on God. I'm at the ranch. Come and get me." So yeah, at the end of the day, you can't help but feel sorry for North. Kim is parading her around dressed like a grown woman, while Kanye is screaming about protecting her innocence, but also putting her on songs with Diddy. And then you have Grandma Kris, who was the mastermind of turning her own children into brands. Meanwhile, North is still just a kid, and you have people online commenting on her physical appearance and scrutinizing her every move. At this point, you just have to watch and see how it unfolds. But let me know your thoughts on this. Is Kanye right about Kim being a reckless parent, or is he being a hypocrite considering his own track record? And what about Kris? Do you think she really has a plan to turn North into Kim K 2.0? Drop all your comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.